Um, I've been spending a lot of time here in Boston, going back to the past. I've not only been like rereading, you know, old, 19th century romantic authors and essayists and stuff here in Boston. But I've also been going through old films and things like that. And, a lot of this time with me in Boston has been a moment of reflection and looking back and going back and checking the past and kind of like looking how it is today. Anyways, I say that because when I was a young man, I think in high school, I don't even think I was in college yet. There was a big thing in Boston called the Big Dig, and it made all the news because like Boston was like doing this huge construction, maintenance kind of, not maintenance, just construction, reorganization kind of thing in the city, and and it was getting like way overpriced. I think even like 60 Minutes did a thing on it. It was like, it's like, Boston has the Big Dig, and, it's just, they want this, and like, it was promised at this price, and now 30 years later, they're still working on it. So, like I said, this was years ago, and I was a high school boy, I think. And the reason I remember it, besides Boston, is that I kind of put it together in my mind with the Chunnel. I think it was about the same time as the Chunnel in the 80s, early 90s maybe, that England, France, whatever, was trying to build a subway to connect, a train to connect England to France or France to England. And somehow in my mind, I put the two together. Chunnel and dig under, the ocean to try to get to the next, subway stop, so to speak. And now, I just noticed this here up from the psych train that it's like you got roads here, both automobile and you got rail, and rail is there, and this kind of thing stands out as a bridge to nowhere, kind of an unrequited, bridge from the past that seems to have been forgotten. And, I just noticed it now. I've been coming down here how many days and stuff, and I just never noticed it. And, like, now I noticed it. And somehow it reminds me of the past, this old rusted iron here, along these two very new, super kind of tracks, if you will, to Medford and uh, assembly down the way there, either by car or rail here outside of Boston.